Hey everyone, I'm here with Mario from VG Auto Paints again, and today we're going to go through how to properly clean your spray gun. So it's very important to keep your spray gun clean and maintained. So we've got a dirty spray gun over here, and now Mario's going to help us clean it up. So Mario, let's go.
Okay, one of the first things you're going to need when you clean your gun is a gun cleaning kit. Okay, gun cleaning kit composes of, as you can see, there's 3 round bottle brushes there. We've got a long soft bristle brush, a toothbrush there, Vaseline and some toothpicks, okay? We'll run through this as we clean the gun. We've got some excess paint, and first thing we do, we'll tip out the excess paint, for starters. Then we'll just give it a quick rinse, bit of multi-purpose thinners in our gun. Just by squeezing the trigger, because it's gravity feed, as you can see the thicker paint's just running through there. We'll just get rid of that excess bit of paint that's in the pot and in the gun. Alright. Next step is we'll remove the pot. Then we'll remove the air cap. Remove the fluid needle. And then we'll remove fluid tip. This is our little bottle brush. This is what we call a thinners bottle. Give it a good rinse with thinners. We get our little bottle brush, we put in the hole here, and we start brushing. Making sure we remove any sort of paint that's on this whatsoever. As you can see, with thinners, continuously washing it out. Get our brush again, double check it. Also in our brush cleaning kit, you'll find some toothpicks. Good thing about toothpicks is they're wooden, and with the wooden toothpick we just go through and make sure our holes aren't blocked. If you use a metal bit of steel, you could damage the holes that's in the fluid tip there, so we just make sure we use the wooden toothpicks, that way it won't damage nothing. Making sure we're getting the toothpick right through, it's nice and clean. Give that one more quick rinse, like so. Set up a rag, place on. We've got our gun body here. Again, we'll rinse with thinners. Getting the excess off, then we get our bottle brush. We get the other size bottle brush, a bit bigger. Rinse. Paint inside the handle area here. Very important that we keep the gun clean at all times. If it's clean, when you go to use it next time, it's going to work. Again, give the gun body a wipe, clean rag, and place in our clean pile. We've got our air cap again. Rinse with a bit of thinners. We get our toothbrush type brush this time, and we're giving it a wipe. With this one here, if you look right inside here, right down in there, we've got these real tiny little holes in there. Very important that they are clean. Again, we'll get our toothpicks, and just by placing the toothpick in them little holes, cleaning them out. If one of them holes is blocked, believe me, your gun ain't going to spray as good. And then I know that the holes are clean. Once I've done that, I'll give it a rinse, even checking these bigger holes as well. Again, it's important that you don't use a metal stick, because if you burr out these holes, your gun won't spray as good either. That's why they've got toothpicks in there. And there's that one. Give it a wipe. To our pot. Give it a rinse. Bottle brush. painting the threads there, just by using our toothbrush, a little bit of thinner, multi-purpose thinners that is. Some people prefer to use gum wash thinners, just as good. Today I'm using multi-purpose thinners. Okay, rinse. Making sure we take this off because there's always paint inside that hole area there. And again, we'll clean that out. Just by rinsing thinners right over this, you can see it's just really cleaned it up nice. That's one. Here's the other needle. Here's our needle. What I'm going to do with the needle, I've got a bit of thinners on our rag here, and I'm wiping it down. There's our needle. Our gun body, our fluid tip, our air cap, fluid adjustment screw, pot, and our spring. There's our parts. Now for putting this thing back together, a couple of notes here to put back together. Grab our gun body. First thing we'll do, we'll put our fluid tip back on there. Screw that on there. It's very important when we put this back on, it's on there tight. So we'll just tighten that up like so. Next one we do now is our needle. Before we put our needle in our gun cleaning kit, you'll find a little jar of Vaseline. And all we need to do is just get a little bit of Vaseline on our finger here like this, and we'll just wipe some on our needle, like so. Smear it along our needle. Then the needle will go back in the back of the gun body here and pushes in. Then we've got our spring, and then we've got our fluid adjustment screw. It goes in like that. Now what the Vaseline does is it lubricates it so the trigger will move. If you don't put any lube on there, you'll probably find that the needle will get stuck and your trigger stays in like this. That's because you haven't lubed your needle.
You haven't lubed the shaft.
Correct.
Good work.
Okay, so that's on. Now put our air cap back on. We'll put our pot back on. Lid. And there we have our gun. Okay, some people like to keep a little bit of thinners inside the gun when they're storing it.
Yep.
Personally, I'd probably rather leave it dry like this and just store it dry.
Okay. And what about, would you ever soak your gun in thinners?
No, not a good idea, David. The reason why we don't soak the gun in thinners is because where this fluid needle is here, in there that we've got to call it, in both ends in here, there's packing glands. Okay, and they're like little rubber seals. Now, if you leave the gun in thinners for a period of time, the seals will swell. Okay, when you go to put your needle in there, your needle's going to get stuck all the time. Okay, and then you're going to find your gun's going to be leaking. So it's not a good idea to leave your gun in thinners. Short time, couple of minutes, won't hurt it one bit. But you know what I mean? Just clean it, pull it apart, clean it straight away. Every time you use it, it's very, very easy to clean.
Good. Alright, thanks Mario.
Thank you, David.
Give us a thumbs up there, mate.
Hey,
there you go.
right.
See you later. Look who decided to show up.
This is how.
Where has he
how to
been?
be a Pastitz 101.
Pastitz 101.
First you get Mario, then you get David to film him.